Every problem, every conflict, every mistake, somehow it always came back to you, even when you had nothing to do with it. You became the default person to blame, simply because you were the easiest target. This is the truth about being someone's scapegoat and how to take your power back. There are people who will never take accountability for their actions. Not only that, but they won't hold others accountable either. It's easier for them to point the finger at you, the one they know won't cause a scene. If someone else did something wrong, they wouldn't confront that person. Instead, they'd confront you as if you had anything to do with it. Why? Because you were easygoing. Because you valued peace more than petty arguments. And they knew that. They figured out early on that you avoided unnecessary conflict, so they took advantage of that kindness. In their eyes, you weren't a person with emotions, hopes, and limits. You were like a wall they could lean on, an object they could hit with blame whenever they needed to release frustration. This wasn't accidental. It was deliberate. They were relentless, unkind, and yes, treacherous. And now life is giving them the consequences of their own behavior. They blamed you for things so far removed from your control it was laughable, if it hadn't been so hurtful. They assumed you'd accept it forever. That because you had known them for years, or because of the role they played in your life, you'd never walk away. This was the kind of person people aren't supposed to walk away from, the kind society tells you to always forgive. But there's a limit, and they crossed it. You saw the truth. They didn't love you, not in the way someone should love another human being. Because love doesn't inflict pain on purpose. Love doesn't treat you as disposable. Love walks carefully when it knows your heart is on the line. And you noticed something else. They treated others far better than they treated you. That alone spoke volumes. Naturally, you started to question yourself. Am I the problem? What did I do wrong? But the reality is, you did nothing wrong except remain strong in the face of their cruelty. They knew you had resilience, so they made you the scapegoat. In their twisted logic, you could handle it. But strength isn't an excuse for abuse, and being able to endure something doesn't mean you should have to. Walking away wasn't weakness. It was the ultimate act of self-respect. When you finally decided enough was enough, you reclaimed something far more valuable than their approval, your peace. If you've been in this position, remember, your worth is not measured by how much pain you can carry for someone else. Your worth is in your voice, your boundaries, and your choice to walk toward a life where blame is replaced by respect. The next video, we'll talk about the exact steps to rebuild your confidence and never let anyone make you their scapegoat again. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for opening my eyes to the truth about those who have tried to misuse my kindness. For too long, I believed that showing compassion meant tolerating mistreatment. But you have shown me that kindness without boundaries invites harm. I am grateful for the clarity that now allows me to see the difference between genuine love and manipulative intent. With this awareness, I choose to protect my heart while still living with grace. Give me the strength to stand up for myself when others attempt to push blame onto me. I no longer wish to carry burdens that were never mine to bear. I ask for courage to speak truth with calm authority and to defend my name when it is unjustly tarnished. Let my voice be steady, my mind clear, and my resolve unshakable in the face of falsehood. Help me break free from the role of the scapegoat, the one who absorbs blame to keep the peace. I understand now that peace built on injustice is not peace at all, but a quiet form of oppression. I release the need to be the one who always makes things right for others at the expense of my own well-being. May I walk in freedom, knowing I no longer have to carry the weight of other people's wrongdoings. Lord, surround me with people who treat me with fairness, honesty, and genuine care. I ask that you remove from my life those who seek only to take advantage, manipulate, or belittle me. In their place, send individuals whose presence uplifts me, whose intentions are pure, and whose love is not conditional on my silence or compliance. Protect my heart from those who mistake my calm spirit for weakness. I know now that peace is not passivity, and gentleness does not mean I am powerless. Guard my energy so that it is reserved for those who appreciate and honor it. Let my peace be my power, and my boundaries be my shield. Remind me daily that walking away is not an act of defeat, but an act of courage. When I feel the pull of old patterns, the urge to stay in toxic situations out of loyalty or fear, guide me toward the exit door with confidence. Let me understand that my worth is never measured by how much pain I am willing to endure for the sake of others. Heal the wounds caused by false accusations and unfair judgments. These scars run deep, but I know you can turn even the most painful chapters into testimonies of resilience. Let my healing be so complete that the lies spoken about me lose their power to sting. Instead, let them serve only as reminders of how far I've risen above the storm. Replace every trace of self-doubt with unshakable confidence in my own worth. When whispers of insecurity try to creep in, remind me of the truth. I am not defined by the opinions of those who misunderstand me. I am not less because others have chosen to see me through the lens of their own bias. My value is constant and cannot be diminished by human judgment. Guide me toward relationships built on mutual respect, reciprocity, and trust. Lead me away from one-sided connections where my effort is not met with equal care. Let the bonds I form be grounded in honesty, and let each person I welcome into my circle reflect the kind of love and loyalty that I strive to give. And finally, keep my spirit unshaken by the unfair judgments of others. Let my peace remain rooted in who I know I am, not in what others choose to believe about me. May I continue to walk with dignity, holding my head high, knowing that truth has a way of revealing itself in time. In all things, help me stand firm, live boldly, and honor the life I have been given. Amen.